us live is Dr. Tessie Thomas, the missile woman of India, the lady who led the Agni 4 missile project and Agni 5 mission as well. The first woman ever to head an Indian missile project. Dr. Thomas, it's an honor, first of all, to speak to you and have you as our guest on Republic Defense, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rashid.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And, on Operation Sindoor anniversary, we get the news of this Advanced Agni missile test. Of course, not lots has been, revealed about this test. But when we talk about the MIRV club, the elite MIRV club or the MIRV club, how big a leap you feel this is for India's missile era, ma'am?
Yeah, it's a marvelous achievement as far as defense technology is considered. We have established MIRV capability. That was the demonstration flight test, what happened on May 8th. It gives the technology enhancements for India's defense strategic capability.
Yes, ma'am. And if you could just help our viewers understand why is it important to have the MIRV technology. If you could just break it down for our viewers.
Yeah, well, as a design or the thought process concept of this MIRV, we started working, scientists from DRDO started working from 20 years before, we can say, planning for the Agni 5 and then government initiatives with the MIRV mission as technology demo. We were ready with that. And government has initiated for the mission to test. So this gives, with a single launch, we will be able to give multiple re-entry vehicles carrying the warheads, and it can aim at multiple targets. So that is the big advantage, being like Agni potential systems targeting multiple targets. That is a big achievement, and the guidance, navigation, control, everything has been proven, and it has by this test what has happened on 8th, we have successfully achieved all the mission objectives.
Right, ma'am. And, this is the second test. This time they have tested the advanced version, what we understand. Now, Agni 5 tested variant has, what we understand, 5,000 kilometers of range that it could be exceeding also. So, so what kind of a, strike extension are we looking at when we come to this kind of an advanced MIRV technology? Does it really qualify? Does it qualify as an ICBM, first of all?
No, it can be treated based on the type of motors we use in the boost phase. So that is the energy which is taking you to a potential height, and from there RVs can be released one by one. So the range capability Agni we have proven to 5,000 kilometers, and depending on the overall launch mass, the ranges can be varied based on the rocket stages what we use.
Right, ma'am. So there's a lot of talk about how it boosts India's nuclear deterrence. It talks about the second strike capability also. If you could just tell our viewers the significance of that, given the time and age that we are living in right now, and when conflict can happen, can break out any moment.
So India is, we always look at no first use of nuclear weapons. And that is where the second strike capability, we are fully prepared with an accurate system which can go pinpoint and target the systems. So like Agni class of missiles as nuclear weapons, this is one hand, upper hand with respect to multiple RVs going and hitting a different location. So this is a big advantage. The guidance at reorienting to different targets all have been well established and proven with the telemetry and the recorded data. We have seen that we have completely met the requirements.
So, ma'am, when we talk about advanced missile, how do you read this particular test as? Or what is new or what is unique about this particular test? Is it about operational capability, or what kind of a test was this one? Because we've had one test in 2024 as well.
Yeah, here we have showing the capability of delivering multiple targets at this with a single launch. So that is after you launch one RV, then you will the post boost system with the bus. You need to reorient for the next MARV. All those technologies and directing into different directions as well as different ranges. That capability has been proven with this demonstration.
And ma'am, so this is something that could be, we can say that is deadlier than the previous Agnis.
Yeah, multiple RVs of the same nature are going. So that is definitely. So the anti-defense system also has to be prepared like that. So you cannot strike these MIRVs coming, and if the decoys are also incorporated into the system, so it totally confuses the defense system which is looking at our RVs.
So in that video, there's a video also which is going, yeah, this one, where you see the spiral. There's this spiral trail that one can see that has been going on, social media. What can we say about what stage could this be in? Does it talk about the stage or the kind of missile? What really, signifies with this sort of visual, ma'am?
It's not very clear to me. Maybe that the rocket booster stage going.
Yeah.
The trail taking the path. So it's seen at the re-entry, or yeah, it's at the re-entry. So it is taking different path. That's what is seen.
So
like otherwise it is supposed to come a ballistic trajectory. So it is deviating. It is intended to the particular range. So it is moving in that direction.
So it also talks about maneuverability.
Yes, MIRVs we can look at maneuverability. Yes.
So there's more unpredictability also, and it can obviously confuse the air defense systems as well. It's more stealth, we can say that.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. And how do you see the way this is coming in at a time when, air power is the key to battles? We've seen this all across the conflict that are happening right now as we speak. In Operation Sindoor also we saw the role of air power was, highest, like more than ever before. So you feel, ma'am, that these projects are being now expedited more than ever before in your experience, what you've seen? And how much of time does it take to build these missile projects? Because we've seen someone like Iran, a country like Iran, which is, it has a big, arsenal of ballistic missiles. It might not have the advanced weapons like that. It has drones, it has missiles as well. And what we understand, it has been working for 50 long years for this kind of a conflict that it is now participating in. If you could tell us about India's, mission and focus. And do you think that it has now even become hyper-focused now on advancing the missile system?
It's not like that. We have a well-planned strategic plan for based on the geopolitical situation or the threat perception. So all these strategic systems are designed over a period of time. And then the government initiative to test these technologies when we are ready with, that is where the test happen. And our Honorable Prime Minister and the whole set of Ministry of Defense have taken up this testing, that is to prove our technology capability. So where we stand with respect to the strategic preparedness is well established. That is what we look at as these systems are concerned. And definitely there is a push with the geopolitical situation, what is happening around, from what we learned from the strategy. So we need to be prepared. And India, as far as concerned, we are self-reliant with respect to the missile technologies. That is one, we are in an advanced stage with respect to that.
Yes, so that's what I was coming to, because with this test and with the advancement of the Agni missile, we see that India is, is something that is not just, someone that is a country that is emerging with its, missile power, but it's a giant leap as far as India's missile era is concerned. And we are, one of the, if you can say the front runners as far as the, boosting our missile power is concerned, and, in fact, boasting of high-profile missiles now.
Yes, we are a strong nation with a strong relation within the world, as well as we are emerging a strong economy. So we stand whereas India has a strategic capability is required. So we are there. Geopolitically, we are there with our strength.
Yes, ma'am. Another thing I was curious to understand, ma'am, because not always the range is never really, always not revealed. So if you could just tell us what is the idea? Is it to just keep the enemy, keep it secret from the enemy? Or is there anything particular that you would point out that, we never see officially on paper, the ranges are not revealed?
Yeah, it's true. It is, that is the trade of any nation. So in Agni class of systems, it has a range capability. One system can go into different range capabilities. So that is all our, since it is not relieved, it has to remain as a secret.
Right, ma'am. And we will, of course, continue to keep it a secret, but also it's important to also sometimes tell the enemy what we are capable of. And that's why we talk about nuclear deterrence also.
Yeah,
because
that's what I said. Agni class of systems has a wide range of capability. It has a lower range to a higher range. So that is the potential.
Yes. So you feel that this
that
is one
can be achieved through the guidance.
Okay. So you feel that this is one of the deadliest missiles right now in our arsenal. We have the BrahMos, that's a different type. And this one, of course, the BrahMos is the cruise missile. This one is also in its own type, one of the deadliest. We can say that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Agni is Agni. So that's the capability.
Absolutely. And that's the Agni Putri who is speaking to us on Republic Defense. And we are proud to have her here. And it's an honor, ma'am. Once again, I would thank you and express my pleasure and gratitude. It's really inspiring to have you on the show. And really appreciate you joining us here for your insights on this latest missile test. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rishika.
It's a stern message from India to Pakistan. The Indian Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi warned Terroristan while speaking on cross-border terrorism. General Dwivedi said that if Islamabad continues to shelter terrorists and support their activities directed against India, it would have to decide whether it wants to remain part of the geography or become part of history. And this also comes when India just marks 1 year of Operation Sindoor, a move that decimated key terror bases in Pakistan and taught the terror nation an unforgettable lesson. Listen in.
I think that's in the domain of classified information. But I think if you have heard me earlier, what I have said that Pakistan, if it continues to harbor terrorists and operate against India, then they have to decide whether they want to be part of the geography or history or not.
And Indian Armed Forces are drawing a yet more firm line on the Indo-Pak border, the western frontier, with the deployment of the Tejas, the indigenously developed Tejas Mark 1 on the western frontier. It's a significant step in India's military modernization and, of course, the strategy on the western front. And as per the latest reports coming in, the key air bases in Rajasthan, including the Nal Air Force Station in Bikaner and the Phalodi Air Force Station, will be equipped with the Tejas aircraft. The IAF, the Indian Air Force, is actively deploying its first squadrons of the advanced indigenous Tejas Mark 1 fighter jets to forward air bases near the Rajasthan border, where we'll just tell you with the help of this map. Now, you have the Nal Air Base here. That's a station, Air Force Station in Bikaner, very close to the border, few kilometers away. And you have the Phalodi Air Force Station. These two are of key importance when it comes to the western frontier. And you have these squadrons located approximately 200 kilometers from the India-Pakistan border as far as the Null is concerned. And Falodi Air Force Station said to house the 2nd Squadron, situated roughly 100 kilometers from the border. You can see serving as a crucial strategic asset for quick response. Rajasthan, remember, shares a very long international border, as you can see here, and it remains one of the most strategically sensitive regions for the Indian Air Force, especially in wake of Operation Sindoor, what happened last year. And key reasons behind this deployment, ladies and gentlemen, it includes faster response during border emergencies, better air dominance in western sectors, improved strike capabilities and stronger surveillance and also interception operations. It also reduces the reaction time against aerial threats. This also signals a major shift in India's western front air defense posture that replaces the aging MiG-21s with a homegrown platform, that is the Tejas, built for modern aerial warfare. And Mark 1A, remember, comes with several major upgrades. It includes the advanced AESA radar. We have the graphic for that, yeah. AESA radar, electronic warfare systems, beyond visual range missile capabilities, that is the BVR, and improved avionics. Also aerial refueling support and replacing the aging fleet. After the MiG-21 is replaced, the Air Force is now deploying the Tejas Mark 1 at the western front. And on the western front, the forward bases along the Rajasthan border. He landed on was the UAE. Very, very crucial visit in times of what's happening in West Asia and the impact across the globe. Viewers, Prime Minister Modi's Air Force One was escorted by UAE's F-16 jets through the skies. A very important moment. And what's also significant to note here is that while in UAE, the Prime Minister signed key MOUs with the UAE regarding that also had defense apart from energy at its focus. And the framework was set up for defense cooperation, interoperability and the fight against cross-border terrorism as well. So cyber security, missiles, shipbuilding and drones were also at the center of this India-UAE Defense Pact. Latest edition of Our Defense, and we leave you with a glimpse into the 2nd edition of joint military exercise between India and Cambodia. This impacts too. The exercise is underway at Cambodia's Royal Air Force Training Center and is focused on counter-terrorism operations by the UN peacekeeping forces. Thanks for watching. Jai Hind.
Demonstration purpose.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरी राजा,
अरे ये डिबेट बाहर की सोच है विकी। डिबेट यानी विवाद, भारत विवाद नहीं, संवाद यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव डिस्कशन, इसमें भरोसा रखता है।
सच नरेट नहीं करना होता, नरेटिव को सच बनाना होता है।
जब भी भगवे के ओर कोई कालिक फेंकता है तो उसी स्याही से इतिहास लिखा जाता है।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ, स्वाद आया? आया।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
A team. That team will create many things. It will change Kerala. It will be a new era, a new Kerala. That is our target.
In a major development in Kerala, Congress leader V.D. Satishan has been chosen as the new Chief Minister of the state. After days of intense speculation by the Congress High Command, V.D. Satishan has finally emerged as the face of the new government.
Accordingly, the Congress President has held extensive discussions with the chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party, leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, the AICC observers who had met with the newly elected MLAs on May 7th, 2026, and many other leaders from the state, including MPs, former PCC presidents, have also been consulted. Based on all these discussions, it has been decided that Shri V.D. Satishan be appointed as the leader of the CLP.
A veteran politician and a 5-time MLA of the Paruvur Ernakulam district, V.D. Satishan is no stranger